You could read the newspaper. Underdogs, our return season in La Liga. Yeah, you can hear the pundits now. Favourite to get relegated. Nah, we showed them. Los Manos showed them all. With a different style of football that they've never feasted their eyes on. The good old 4-4-2. And we weren't dogs, but we were lions. Absolutely taking every team, no matter big or small. But even though things were picture perfect, it wasn't at the final die, because afterwards we missed out on European football. In season number 3, we hope to build and go for it again. But this time, we've got a little bit of a surprise for you. Hello, it's good to see you, beautiful lot, as we're in our 3rd season with Los Manos, Real Zaragoza. Now, as the intro said, it was going picture perfect. Everything was going well. 4-4-2. We were beating all the teams, even Real Madrid. So, with this new form of momentum, hopefully we can build on it and afterwards do a lot more good. Because we've got a lot going into this series. Yes, it's our 2nd term in La Liga, so I want to go hitting out and try and get a European spot. As well as that, the Europa Conference League is calling. Now, you may be thinking, Jordan, didn't you just not beat Sevilla so you couldn't guarantee it? That's what I thought, until I looked at my objectives and it said plain and simple in black and white, qualify into the semi-finals of the Europa Conference League. Now, this got my brain a little bit ticking and confused like yourselves, until the answer was staring me clear in the face. The Copa del Rey. So I looked up the previous winners, and that was Villarreal. And since they won the cup, that gave another extra European spot since they're already in Champions League. And lucky old Real Zaragoza has just took a plane ticket to the Conference League. Big surprise for me. So we got Europe going into it. Looking at the squad, like I said, Latanes, Ivan tearing up the league, I'll tell you that. But we've got to make some improvements. I have to put my hand out right there. The Youth Academy's looking strong as well, as we've got some good talent coming through. But the board has only offered me £26 million. Deja vu, isn't it? Same budget as last season, especially us being in Europe. That's very piss poor from the board. But the board have answered my questions very quickly. Have assured me that the reason why the budget is so low because next season they're working on the brand new La Romareda Stadium. So the budget is small, but it's a sacrifice worth making. With the board promising me a new stadium for next season, it's now my turn to deliver. With the budget slash, I still think we can get in some utter bargains. For example, this player, last year of his contract, only cost £7 million, but absolutely worth it as the left mid. Brian Ocampo is our first signing in our 3rd season. Now, the one thing I want to fix most is the defence. I need an utter spine for Real Zaragoza. With Nacho Vidal being the replacement for Omar, I needed to get in another centre-back and another South American, as this player will be joining me from Mallorca for £10 million, pretty much nearly half my budget. Will the sacrifice be worth it? Well, Kaiki, let's hope the investment was worth it. And I thought those 2 signings will be it. Well, I got another text again. Another release clause was activated as Mark's release clause a backup centre mid as he will be leaving. So with another extra cash in the budget, I wanted to get in another substitute striker due to the fact, well, Roberto's loan ended with Real Sociedad, but we natched another Real Sociedad player, the Spanish striker John. You know what, I'm not even going to pronounce that surname. That's going to be an absolute flop. But I know this player won't be a flop, as he's already been playing for us. Yes, that's right, as we made Diallo's loan move permanent of only a cost of £6 million. You won't find a better bargain than in Home Bargains itself. Yeah, that's the up-to-date squad, and I love it. A little bit of depth as well as that experienced players, mixture in which will help us a lot with the Conference League as well as our second run in La Liga. But let's hope that's going well, and we can find that out with the match highlights. The first team of the match highlights is against a team that is in the headlines for all the wrong reason. Yes, that is Almira. Now, if you're living under a rock, Almira on track to becoming the worst team in La Liga history. Maybe even more worse than Derby County in the Premier League. Now, I can't take this team too lightly now. Even though they're considered that bad, they could pull up a few surprises. You never know. Okay, they're 1-0 down already. And trust me, their defenders were that bad. If none of them wanted to tackle Ivan over here, he took pure advantage. Someone should just call him MC Hammer because no one is touching him. But that wasn't just the only 2 goals we had, because a lot of efforts were coming their way and they were barely scrambling away. But just like eggs, we absolutely cracked the shell from a corner as Latanes made it 3-0. Easy as pie, you could say. Pie. But there's no time to fantasy over pie, as Simeone's Atletico Madrid were following opponents, and boy, it was heating up. Balogun almost came close there, but Filip Jorgensen was able to save. But Simeone was out for blood. And before you know it, they were throwing everything at us. But Filip Jorgensen was keeping them at bay. I had a chance to steal it before the half, but Oblak said checkmate with a great save. Then it became a bit of a shouting match between me and Simeone. They came really close, we came even closer. But sooner or later, one of us was about to break. And boy, I melted under pressure more like a chocolate bar in Ethiopia as they took their chance. Well, Atletico's Bruno caught Francis off his line and afterwards got the only goal of the game, sealing the deal for Simeone. And move on to the Europa Conference League. Yes, it's finally here, as our first opponent, Real Zaragoza's European quest, is Panathinaikos. Brian did a lovely work over here with all the freedom to run for it, but instead he plays it across to Tony to get the first European goal for Los Manos. And Latanes wanting to join in on the fun, get his first European goal, beating the centre backs but just hitting the post. But we could have converted that because we needed to. Poor clearance from a corner and a deflected shot resorted to the Greek side getting an equaliser. Just near and out, Diallo went for a fantastic run. You should just call him Free Willy, of course. But as soon as he got inches close to the goalkeeper... yeah, we're going to miss out on our first win in the Europa League as we ended 1-1. Oh, I need a little bit of a break. How about the Canary Islands? Yes, Las Palmas. We've joined them away. Brian had a fantastic time here as a perfect first touch, then followed up with a better second touch. Plays it across to the Spanish tank who smashes it past the net. Diallo got inspired from Iron's run as afterwards literally he stopped, found Latanes, the shot kissed the crossbar in for a spectacular second goal. But it wasn't just one-sided to us, as Las Palmas came screaming down our throat, but Filip Jorgensen over here with some absolute fantastic saves. Remember the Danish name, I'll tell you that, folks. But we needed to bury the game quick. No, we don't need John Swift, but Latanes delivered the third blow to Las Palmas, and afterwards Ivan, well, he wanted more than just the leftovers, as 4-0 against the Canary side. Ooh, I need to go to the Canaries more often here. A rapid performance over here. And speaking of rapid, they were our next team in the Europa Conference League. And I was desperate to get my first win, as literally we were coming close. Latanes was through. He puts the ball in the back of the net, but somehow he was offside, only to be found out by the replayers denied due to a pinky toe. Oh, come on! Yes, Jim Carrey, I was frustrated. Hopefully my prayers will be answered. Brian came running down the box. He's found Diallo, who pokes it home, and it's looking like we're going to get our first win in the Conference League. And with the second half still to come, we wanted to make sure of it. Latanes, well, he was not put off by his offside decision, 2-0. And heck, I was that happy, I didn't even care if Latanes got tackled in the box, obvious penalty, because then Tony was able to get the ball off and make it 3-0 for us. And then finally, the little cherry on top, Diallo delivers the fourth past him, getting himself a brace. I'm so happy to call him a permanent Real Zaragoza player. I gotta really cherish these moments at La Moreda, especially against smaller teams against Alvarez here. And we were quick to respond. Ivan from close range, very silly mistake for him, 1-0. But Alvarez responded pretty well, as literally an unmarked player from close range resorted them getting himself an equaliser. Fair enough, but I activated my Uno reverse card on them, as Diallo did absolute amazing work showing off the moves, but Latanes was the one finishing the chances and grabbing the girls. As yes, straight from kickoff, Alvarez broke through my back line and grabbed himself yet another equaliser. It's 4 goals in a matter of 15 minutes. But you can kind of guess what's going to happen next. Well, you're wrong, because there's more twists to the tale. Tony was on the ball and a nasty challenge resulted in a red card. Alvarez were down to 10 men. And since I know I can already break Alvarez's back line twice, I thought 3rd time should be more than enough. And Latanes went for it, his shot got saved, but Diallo was able to pick up the pieces, making it 3-2. And with the extra man, I made sure to put the final nail in Alvarez's coffin, as Diallo over the top to Latanes and able to get the final finishing story in this gladiator-like battle at La Moreda. So it went from Alvarez to Barcelona joining us here at La Moreda. And for a second here, I thought I was in dreamland, as Ivan was able to get past it, puts the ball in the back of the net, but was offside. Just inches yet again. But I was going to make sure that this wasn't going to be my only chance. I thought Latanes threw ball into Ivan. Ivan was one-on-one, the best man for the situation, and Ter Stegen was absolutely stranded, like of being in the middle of the ocean. Ivan puts the ball past him, 1-0. Then Barcelona put the heat on, and you know what they say, if the heat's on, get out of the kitchen. But Philippe Jorgensen, he's like, nah, I'm gonna stay, chef. Great save, and afterwards off the line thanks to Nacho's grapefruits over here. Second half, my god, it was getting worse, but you hear the song in the background. Philippe was absolutely becoming a hero for the Los Manos, inspiring a new generation. I swear, he's Peter Schmeichel's love child, I'll tell you that, the Danishman keeper. And with Barcelona being absolutely frustrated, a poor goal kick led it to Ivan getting the golden chance and secured the win for Real Zaragoza against FC Barcelona. With that brilliant win down in Los Manos history, we move on to the Liga. In the Conference League, things are looking pretty good for your boys Los Manos. Now, all we got to do is get the final foot over the finish line and qualify for round of 16. It's just beat Portuguese side Bonavista, and afterwards, round of 16, into the next round, it's all good and gravy. But let's just get that over with. We've got to get the win first, Los Manos. Let's bloody do it. Carlos, lovely passing now from Bonavista. I only know them because I watch a YouTuber who does Football Manager with them. Oh, Javi Lopez. That should have been a pen. You can hear the crowd. The away supporters are up in arms. But we're just going to keep on goaling. Literally, Latanes, he wants that goal. But the unselfish thing to do is give it to Diallo. An absolute controversial goal for Real Zaragoza. Javi Lopez, the main culprit himself. Blatant penalty, honest opinion, but Diallo at the other end makes it 1-0. Absolute scenes right here at La Moreda. Francho, lovely run, lovely, through balls it into Ivan. Ivan's got two to look at, he's just shrugged them off, like, is that all you can do? Ryan, on the ball, lovely touch, plays it across to Ivan, then into Tony Marino. who gets a second goal for us. That first goal still really stings in Bonavesta's eyes. And yet we've got another one to add to the collection. 2-0. Lovely work from the back. Here we go, Brian. Through balls at Latares. Now, can he find Brian back again? It's a lovely pass into Brian. And it could be third time's the trouble. Shot blocked and shame though. Tony plays it across. Diallo clearly offside. No. Oh my God, Bonavista are absolutely getting screwed by the referee. I'll tell you that was clear offside. But the flag stays down. We've got a third. And it's daylight robbery here. Latares, lovely into Brian. And it could be a lot worse for him. Over the top through ball. Ivan, give me the ball right here. Thank you very much. Shoots. Oh, I should have gone for a little bit early. Power shot, but the keeper made a brilliant save. They're going to go for some changes pretty early on. I don't blame them. Something's got to work. And pretty much corner comes in. Latanes! What a save from the keeper. Yeah, they've got a lot of fight still in them, even though pretty much getting screwed. And I'm not going to lie, right here. Headed, poor clearance, and it's another clearance away. Now into Francho, bad to Brian. Brian on the wing. Finds Latanes. Back again by Tony, but a lovely save, and Ivan couldn't get a rebound as it got blocked away. Alright, they got themselves a free kick in a dangerous area. Second half could be a little bit of favour for him. As, yep, French, oh come on, that's a poor clearance. Plays it across, shot Philippe Jorgensen. It was down left corner, but it's a good save from the Danish. Boneski. Now, his second half has been really quiet, I'll be honest with you. Berno. Tackled. Oh no, he's still got the ball right here. Lovely work from him. Going to get past my defence. Lovely shot in. That's a great goal. That's a great goal from Bonavista. 3-1. Lovely well worked. Down low. We've lost the clean sheet, but how we've done it was absolutely spectacular. Full time goes. The second half was very flat, very boring, but we've got the win. We're going through to the round of 16 of the Europa Conference League. Get in. But I'm not going to leave it just on this live game. I've got another live game set out for you lot, folks. And this one is going to be a bit of a surprise for you. What makes a good nation? Is it its natural landscapes, civilians, or for pure patriotism? And no country in the world has more patriotism than the US of A. Yeah! That's right, the phenomenon that is the American national team, as they've got a new head coach, the name of Jordan Hawk, as he leads the Stars and Stripes into battle, as he's hoping to take the US national team to the very limits. And this will have plenty more fireworks than the 4th of July. And to get the support of the Americans on my side, I can only do one thing, and that is beating their arch rivals down south. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Canada. Oh, sorry. I'm talking about you, Mexico, as it's USA v Mexico.
We're going to build a wall.
As well, we'll be bringing our 4-4-2 masterclass to the US team, and I hope we can kick off well, beating Mexico, and kicking off this victory train. USA! USA! As Mexico kicks off the new era with the US national team. We're in enemy territories at the Azteca Stadium, but I'll tell you what, I'm so glad to be doing another international team, especially with USA over the top. Lovely. Sargent heads it down. Balogun's 1-on-1. It's only 2 minutes on the clock, and we've strike first. Yes, the Yanks have done it. What, 2 minutes on the clock, and we've took the lead in enemy territories as the main threat up forwards. Balogun, 1-0. Giovanni Reina, come on, lovely work. Balogun, through balls it into Sargent. The Norwich Canary, oh, that's just a bit wide. I really want him to get a goal. Mexican goalkeeper grabs it now. You know the Mexican team's got a lot of threat here. Bit of a decline these recent years, but let's hope we can go for it. As Weston McKennie. Oh, good. Lovely work. You've never seen it before from the US team. But good save from the keeper, literally. Oh, look at Mr. Hawk with the US badge across his shoulder. Corner from Weston. Heads it up in the air. Come on. Yes. Giovanni. Lovely touch. Controls it. Goes for it. And that, as Giovanni clears that over, I think he's got the wrong kind of football. Torres touches. I'm trying to get him on him. Literally, look at Giovanni. He wants to win that ball. He wants to prove Mr. Hawk. Weston McKennie. Yeah, he's got a little bit of an injury, but it does his man. Goes for goal. Absolute spectacular. If you want to score a goal, you got to score no bigger than that. USA, bold, brash, and literally in your face. He loves catch up with his pasta. And it Weston McKennie with an absolute thunderbolt for a second for the US national team. Robinson plays into Pulisic, Captain America, Sargent. Come on. Come on, I desperately want him to get a goal through. Balls it into Giovanni Reina. Yeah, I fully trust him. And I've got nothing against his parents. Plays it across. Timothy Weah. It's a third. The Azteca Stadium is absolutely silent. Is this a library? I do not know. There we go, Mexico hoping to do something just before the half. And trust me, we've got a good halftime celebration show. You know how America like their halftime shows. Shot goes in, good save from Turner. Yeah, good save from the American keeper. Alright, you know they like to do it with their hands here in the US of A. Goalkeeper, come on, let's get rid of it. Here we Reina heads it. What a save from Turner. Absolutely brilliant. Look at the American, look at the patriotism, look at the flags. Mr. Hawk loves it already. I'll tell you that. Another corner for Mexico before the half. It's headed away. They're going to go for it. Mexico, they want another goal. Their centre back. Oh, kind of ruined the joy right here. They pull one back. The young centre back gets it in. 3-1 the scoreline says now. Balogun plays across to Giovanni. Good work. Lovely work from him. It's into Sargent. Sargent lays it across to Balogun. It's 4-1. American have never seen this kind of football before. Mr. Hawk, 4-4-2 style. It's working like a charm. Montez, you see the Mexicans, we're putting pressure on them. Our two strikers are literally, come on, you're going to make a mistake sooner or later. And here it is, poor clearance. Giovanni heads it round to Sargent. Over the top, failed, plays it across. Simeone, lovely ball into Captain America. It's 5-1. Donald Trump has got a stiffy somewhere as we're 5 goals ahead over the Mexicans. I can't believe I just said that. I'll tell you what, 5-1 over here. We are absolutely loving it right now. 1-2 passing. They want to go for a good defence right here. Lovely. Weston McKennie plays it across the Balogun. Yeah, through balls it into Jesus Ferreira. Look at the space. Look at the time. Round the clock and in the net. 6-1. Yeah, be very, very scared, rest of the world. American no, I'm still British. I'm not saying the S word. But American football has taken new lights under Mr. Hawk. All-time goes. We've absolutely destroyed the Mexicans in their own backyard, nonetheless. It's a new chapter here, and I hope to take this American side to the absolute top. Okay, as we look at the table, as we go back to Real Zaragoza, we're currently 4th in Champions League spots, which I'm happy, to be honest with you. My goal was for this season to get into European spots guaranteed, whether that be Champions League, Europa League, or even the Conference League. I just want to be in Europe for next season, especially with the new law on my radar. I want to show it off to the rest of Europe. Now, it's good to be in 4th, and to be fair, with this squad, it's looking really well. Wait, something's missing. What's missing? Wait a minute. Who are you? Where's Tony? Yeah, well, Tony, our centre mid, is off to Real Betis as his £14 million release clause was activated in December. So we lost out on Tony, one of our best centre mids. So that's going to be an absolute blow. But hopefully in January we can hope to get his successor. I hope you enjoyed today's episode so far. If you do, give it a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Plenty more career mode. And I'll see you beautiful people later.